This, my friends, is about to become the salad of your dreams. And yes, I just told you you're gonna be dreaming about salads. Crisp greens, fresh herbs, glass noodles, avocado, pickled broccoli, and roasted marinated salmon, all tossed together in a bright chili lime dressing. Let's be clear, this is no 20-minute meal. There's a time and place for that. This meal is the reward I dream of all day long. So you're gonna wanna start this one a day ahead because the salmon, the pickled broccoli, and the dressing all need some resting time. Plan for it because this one is worth it. Let me show you how I make it. The day before I plan to eat this, I get 3 things going. The salmon goes in its marinade, the broccoli stems go into the pickling brine, and the chili lime dressing gets stirred up. All 3 rest overnight, and that's where the flavor comes from. I'm gonna start today by bringing the water to a boil. Here's the part I want you to pay attention to. Turn the heat off. Then add your noodles to the hot water. Cover them completely and stir every minute or so to keep them from clumping. In a few minutes, the noodles will be limp and tender. Drain them and run cold water over them until they're cold. Then I'm gonna toss them with a splash of sesame oil so they won't stick. Quick note on the noodles. I love glass noodles. They are so much fun. They're also very long some of the time. After they're cooked and cooled, I'll lift up a handful and roughly chop them. I just use my kitchen shears to do this, chopping them into 8 or 10-inch lengths over a bowl. It will make them so much easier to eat. The greens for the salad start with 5 ounces of baby spring mix, and while technically it's ready to eat, I usually give it a rough chop to break it down just a bit closer to my preference for bite size in the salad. Add the baby arugula now, and if there are still big pieces in the mix, you may want to give that a little chop as well. Now, when you're slicing the red cabbage, go very thin. It's kind of a textural backbone here, not a main player. I'm going to shred this carrot on the large holes of a box grater so that I'll get about a cup's worth of shredded carrot that will mix throughout the salad. I'm going to add about 2 cups worth of the cooked noodles to the bowl with the greens, the cabbage, and the carrots. If you have noodles left over, that's a win because they'll keep nicely in the fridge for several days and you can add them to your salads and stir fries for the rest of the week. Now I'll add the diced avocado and about a cup of the pickled broccoli. This pickled broccoli makes the salad. I cannot state that enough. The broccoli is the reason I've pretty much stopped buying broccoli crowns and I save all my stems now. This pickled broccoli, well, you just need to make some and discover the awesomeness for yourself. Now, I'll add a whole pile of thinly sliced basil, and if you haven't done this before, just stack up the leaves, as many as you can easily stack, and kind of roll them into a tube. Then slice that tube into thin ribbons from one end to the other, and repeat. You need about ½ a cup of these basil ribbons. The mint we're going to roughly chop. It's adding so much fragrance and flavor to the salad, and I'm just chopping it lightly. It doesn't need to be minced. Once I have about ½ a cup's worth, we'll toss that into the salad as well. And last, we'll repeat the herb chopping process with the cilantro. Just a rough chop here as well, nothing too small, just a really light chop until you have about ½ a cup's worth of cilantro. The herbs in the salad add an incredible depth of flavor, and when they're combined with all the other ingredients, I just love it all. Now, I'll drizzle about ½ to 2/3 of a cup of the chili lime dressing over the top and toss well to coat the salad. You can always add more in a bit, so I like to start off with a very light dressing. I'm gonna sprinkle the salad with a tablespoon each of black and white sesame seeds and toss again. I'm gonna transfer it to large serving bowls and arrange the roasted salmon broken into big pieces right on top. If I'm not gonna eat it all at once, I like to keep the noodles and dressing separate until it's ready to serve and then assemble each bowl as I go. That said, even after it's all been tossed together, I don't share these leftovers. These are mine, and I will happily eat them tomorrow. This is my kind of meal. It's 4 generous servings, and it tastes like something I would order at a restaurant. Now it's your turn to try it.